Hello beautiful flowers and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're returning, welcome back and thank you for your support. In today's video, we are going to be doing our sinking funds update, closing out our January budget, taking a look at our actual numbers, and that's about it. So let's just dive right in. So the first thing we need to do is we need to open up to our sinking funds update page. So I have a page here in my binder somewhere, or my planner actually, where I keep my sinking fund totals. Here we are. So at the beginning of January, I wrote down the beginning amounts that I had in each of my sinking funds. And so what we're going to go through and do now is we are going to count each of my sinking funds, and we're just going to verify that the amount that I have on my tracker matches what is in my actual envelope, just to make sure that I am keeping, accurate records. And then we are going to write in our ending amount, and we're just going to see our growth overall for our sinking funds. So I actually do not need this cash tray right now. Well, actually, I might have a little bit of exchanging to do. So I am going to just kind of push it off a little bit to the side and then move this guy right here. I am kind of bulk filming right now. So the last video you saw probably looked very similar setup to this. But let's just go ahead and dive right into our very first sinking fund binder. We are going to start with our more kind of revolving ones. Our health envelope is the very first one. We started with $112 and we are ending with 150, 60, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 164, and that is what we have on our tracker. Perfect. So ending was 164. And actually, I'm going to switch this around since I am left-handed. I think it would be better just to have all of this switched. And then I can have my calculator here. So 164 minus 112. So we grew $52, which is great. And we did do some spending out of this. So while we did put money in, we also took money out from spending. So funds started with 63. And at the end of the month, we now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 65. So that is a $2 increase. And let's just make sure we have that. 65 matches our tracker. This one, obviously, the same as health. We spend, we fill. All right, Zach started with 27. He has 20, 40, 60, 75. Oh, these are sticky. 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. And that matches his tracker. So he now has 80, which is a $53 increase. I'm so excited. There's no negatives yet. Probably in this next one will be. All right, miscellaneous started with 82. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. So miscellaneous did go down. Went down $7. That's okay, because I feel like, oh, and that matches. Yep, 75 is what's on our tracker. I feel like sometimes if miscellaneous gets like to be too much, it's just way too tempting. All right, so clothing started with 40, and it now has 20, 40, 60, 80, and 5. So that grew $45. And let's make sure that matches. Perfect. Our beauty envelope has 31, and that grew $31. This was a new sinking fund this year, and that does match what's on there. I'm not gonna pull it out. Household also is a new one. Household has 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, and 2. And let's just make sure that's what this says as well. That one says 52, 20, 40, 45, 50, 1, and 2. Oh, okay, perfect. I'm glad I double checked that. So there is 52. I counted wrong. So that is positive 52. I was like, it says, I just counted 62, but my tracker says 52. So good to check. YouTube started at 0 and it now has 20, 30, 40, and 1. So that went up $41. So many positives. I'm so excited. And that does match the tracker. Shop small is 20, 40, 50, and 1. And that does match the tracker. So 51 shop small. And then this one isn't even on here because I just started this folder, or this sinking fund last week. Coffee from Right Espresso started with 0 and it just has 10 in there because we've only stuffed it for 1 week. So, oh, sorry if you can see my head. I don't know if my head's bobbing in or out. So $10 in that. So that was our more revolving ones, the ones that we spend out of a lot. All right, moving on to our more long-term sinking funds. All right, gifts. So gifts is going to get, I'm not stuffing this. Gifts started with 60 and now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 25, 30, 135. Dang, gifts went up a ton. So that is a growth of 75. Gifts got a lot of love, and it does say 135 on our tracker here. Vacation started with 0, so this is separate from our vacation binder. I always like to give this disclosure, whatever it's called. This is for our vacation binders for Universal Studios in Orlando. That's to save specifically for that. And this vacation is to save for tickets to see our in-laws in Arizona. So it started with 0 because we started fresh at the beginning of the year. And now it has 20, 40, 55. So we went posy 55 and that does match our tracker here. Our car fund. Ooh, this one I feel like has had a lot of ups and downs lately. So it did start with 311. We did do some pretty significant spending out of it. So we are at 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 301. So 301. So it did go down $10. I think that's great because we spent, I think, a little over 100 out of it. All right. Oh, I'm so excited for this. So this should be 1,000 here. So I will be replacing it with a 1K slip. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 70, 90, 910, 30, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. And I know this is 5 here. So 1,000. Oh, I'm so excited. So those are just prop 100. So I won't be able to use those to exchange. But now I have a 50 I can use to exchange. And then these are all just small bills, so that's whatever. So I'm gonna use one of my new prop monies. Woo! So this ends up with 1,000. So here's my new prop Obama going in. So if this is at 1,000 minus 828, so this went up $172 this month. Awesome. All right, our baby fund. I definitely want to exchange a little bit out of this because she's thick, okay? She's got a lot of ones. So baby fund started at 325 and we're at 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 434. So 434 minus 325 went up 109. Woo! Baby's getting a lot of love. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 40, 50. Let's just do that. Let's put a 50 in here. So let's make sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. And then we'll just take this 50 here. So a little bit of a bill exchange, a little bit of a tease. All right. That's a little better. Okay, Costco has 50 in it. So that was positive 50. And that does match. Electronics did start with 0. This is a new one. And we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, and 3. Gosh, I have so many sinking funds. Holy moly. So many. We're not using this miscellaneous one. Okay, Valentine's Day has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 35, 40. And that does match our tracker. So positive 140 on Valentine's Day. This one got a ton because Valentine's Day is coming up soon. This thing is right around the corner. All right, and then I know these next 3 have 15. Like, I know for a fact in my gut that they have 15. I do not need to count these. And I know they all match. Okay, Black Friday. I can't recall what this one has. This has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So that went up $80 from 0, and that does match the tracker. All right, Christmas, here we go. 37 at the beginning of the month for Christmas. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. 127, so I think that's positive 90. And yep, that matches our tracker. So let me just verify that. 127 minus 37 is 90. Look at that, she can do math. All right, and Mother's Day is at 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So up 60. Y'all, I think this is gonna be a good month of progress. I am so excited to see our progress. Okay, so then we do have a few savings that we keep track of, savings envelopes. So our house fund, I'm gonna skip vacation binder for now. We'll get to that in just a second. So our house fund started at $3,227 and now it is at here is the 3,000 and then we have 3,100. Oh my gosh. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36, 50, 70, 75, 76, 77. So 3,677. Which matches our tracker. And that should be awesome growth. 3,677 minus our 3,227 is 450. Which is accurate because we added $100 to every paycheck except for our last paycheck. I know we added 150. Our emergency fund started at $1,152 and it is at 1,100, 152, 253, 350, 51, 52, 1,352. $1,352 minus 1,152 is positive 200. So the very last thing that we have to take care of is our vacation binder. So that started out at 227. And oh, this is not our vacation binder. I'm not going to go through and count each of these individual envelopes, but I am going to quickly go through and total up what we have in our trackers. So we have 90 in, start at the back here. So we have 62 in miscellaneous, 90 in transportation, 50 in tips, 90 in souvenirs, 100 in food, 145 in entrance fees. These are smudged. I think that's 135. Let me count that really quick. My hotel is smudged, guys. I can't read it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 20, 25, 30, 135. For some reason, they just smudge a little bit. Plus 135. Oh no! Go back. 135. And then 145 in flight. I think that's the last one. So we are at $665 in our vacation binder. So I don't know why, but I don't have a beginning total. So let me get our beginning total and I'll calculate our ending total. And oh, I didn't do our growth, sorry, for vacation binder. So 665 minus 227 is $438 growth in vacation binder. All right, so let me quickly get our totals and I will be back with our final result. All right, I have the amount covered up on my calculator and I hope I don't hit the off button or another button as I'm doing this. Our ending total, so I should say our starting total, I just calculated, was 6,491. So we were so close to 6,500 at the beginning of January. Our ending total is $8,878. Oh my gosh. That is a total growth of $2,387. Now, we all know I am not the best at math, okay? We all know that. So there is more than likely an error in here. However, this is roughly the right amount. I will give myself that. This has to be roughly correct. So I cannot believe this. This was an amazing month. I feel so thankful to be able to have saved this much. And I know that we have saved this much because we are now debt-free. I know this won't be forever, so I'm trying my hardest to take advantage of being debt-free while I can. So enough babbling on our sinking funds. It is time to flip back to our, let me move some stuff around. So we had this page right here. I'm actually just gonna pull it out. This was our budget. From the beginning of the month, I put it together and I said, this is how much that we are going to spend on this. So I want to kind of go and write our actuals in here right now. Just to, I've never done this before, but I just thought it might be kind of useful. So let's see here. So our rent, we did actually spend $880. Our gas and electric ended up being, we budgeted $85. But we ended up spending $101. Our water ended up being $37. I have this all on my bills page. I should probably get that out. I have that right over here. Yeah, water. Oh no, sorry. Water ended up being $35. So it was right on. Internet was $66 or $65.60. Phone was $140. Subscriptions ended up being, I think I put 50 because they are 50. Parking, we put 80 in like we said we were going to. All right, y'all, I took the time, I put in some work, I filled this out. I think it's actually kind of fun. So our expected income that I budgeted for was $5,000. And we clearly exceeded that. We ended up being $6,208 was our income. But that did include a bonus. So without that bonus, our income only would have been, I think, $5,800 about. But that's still over what we expected. I went through our bills already, but as you can see, they're pretty much to be expected except for our gas and electric. Now, as for our cash envelopes, these were very unexpected. I'm actually really proud of how we did. I don't know if every month will be like this. However, I'd be happy if every month was like this. So groceries, we budgeted $320, but we actually only spent $284.20. I might have missed a thing here or there because it's late at night and I'm tired, but that's around roughly what we spent. Gas, we budgeted $240 and only spent $174. Eating out, we budgeted $240 and only spent $138. However, this was an exceptionally weird month for eating out because we had a ton of gift cards from the holidays that we were using, so I don't expect every month to be like this. That's just a given. And then my spending and Zach's spending, I did track it. I don't track all of Zach's spending. I do track all of mine. However, I'm just tired. I don't feel like tracking it, but I think I did have quite a bit of rollover, but yeah. Okay, sinking funds, I expected to put 1,400 in there. We actually ended up putting 1,752. So a few hundred over what we expected, which is awesome. As for our savings here, we put $50 over what we expected to into our house fund. That was because I got a bonus I wasn't expecting. So that was great. Our emergency fund got its 200 that we budgeted for. My monthly challenge, I hadn't picked out our monthly challenge at the time of filming my budget with me, but I had budgeted 50, but we ended up going with a $75 challenge, which, by the way, I don't know where that money's gonna go. I just have it sitting in my monthly envelope now that I think about it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. My 52 week got its $10, and then I decided to keep my 100 envelope, my likes, a mystery. I think I'll update it every quarter, but for now, we're gonna keep it a mystery. So the total is a mystery for this. And then finally, our travel binder. I expected to put 300 in there, and we actually put 665. Actually, I think that's wrong. I don't think we put 665. Sorry, guys. We put 438. I put the end total. My bad. I ended up putting the end total. We ended up putting 438. So about 138 more than what we expected in there, which is awesome. So that is that. That is everything, guys. Thanks for sticking around. This cash that I got out of my furniture fund will be going back to the bank to go into my savings account now that I have a 1K slip in there. I am super excited to have that. But that's a wrap on January. That is it. The first month of 2022 is over. I cannot believe that. That's crazy. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.